Christ 17 TV, baby. Back at him with another motherfucking one player. This one goes, this one of my Harlem stories from the hotel. Used to always go across the street from the hotel, Popeyes chicken. And always used to be this dude out there in a wheelchair, holding the door, trying to make him some change. He can't walk, he can't work, so he holds the door, wanting change. He's been doing it for long as I've been down there, right? So this one particular spot, it don't close to I think it's 4 in the morning. You can still go inside and order and sit down and eat at 4 in the morning. It's on 125th Street, right? So I'm across the street in the hotel. It's probably about 1, maybe 2 in the morning. And I'm sitting in the room. I'm smoking. All of a sudden, you hear like a crash, like a boom. So I jumped up. I looked outside. And there's this man laying in the street. And I could see he's trying to move, but ain't nothing happening. You could see already blood coming out his ears. So what happened is, this what happened. It was in the news and everything, so this ain't nothing new. There was this white dude coming out of the chicken spot. And these kids asked him for some money. So he got scared, and I guess the kids was finna fuck him up. So he ran from the kids and made a dash from Popeyes right outside the door, crossed the street. Didn't look what's coming. He got hit by a fucking car and flew over the thing. So the car kept going, smashing down 125, didn't stop, hit the guy, flew over the top, hit his head. He's bleeding from his ears. Now the kids, they done ran off now. They gone. They seen that shit. Oh shit, so they ran off. So there's all these motherfuckers outside, because 125th Street, this is what you gotta know. Even at 2 in the morning, there's motherfuckers up and down that block. So everybody's just watching this dude just lay there helpless in the middle of the street on 125th Street. The only person who comes to this guy's aid is the guy holding the door in the wheelchair. So I see it. I'm looking from the window from the building. I see the guy. The guy jumps out of his wheelchair, turns the guy over, trying to save him, trying to see if he's okay, screaming, "Call the ambulance!" And this is like at 1 in the fucking morning. 1 in the morning. And it just shows, though. It just shows. You see somebody hurt like that and everybody just standing around, looking around, watching. That could be somebody's father. That could be somebody's son, man. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, man, that's a human being. You just watching. And this was really before the phones and you're putting shit on Facebook and you're recording shit and that. It's a little bit before that was really big. They were doing that, but not as much as now, where everything's on fucking, I'm going to record you. So, ambulance come. They take the guy, come to find out he doesn't make it. So now it's all in the newspaper. The news, they looking for these teenagers who chased them in the street, and they're going to charge these kids. But the one thing about this street, right, is it was known for people getting hit on 125th Street. There was a time I was coming from the weed store, not the weed store, the weed spot, the block, grabbing some bags, grabbed me some blunts, and when I came out the store, there was this little kid with I think it was his grandmother, and they were crossing the street. And she went out first, and she got clipped by a truck, like right across her face. in front of her like 6-year-old little grandson. And I'm like maybe like 30 yards away from the whole thing. So I run up there. Little man's crying. His grandma laying there and the whole side of her head is cut open. And she's bleeding, just laying there. Can't move. This is in broad fucking daylight. This is like at, I want to say like 3, 4 in the afternoon. Same thing. Nobody's trying to see if she's good. You know what happened? The light turned green and motherfuckers just kept walking across the street while this lady's laying here and this kid is fucking crying. So what I did is I stayed with Lil Man until the fucking cops came. They came for his grandma and I just stayed there with Lil Man, because if I'm a little kid and I'm with my grandma, mom, and they get hit by a fucking car and I'm that young and I'm gonna be scared to death and nobody came to see if the little kid was good or not. I mean, when I say when the green light turned green, these motherfuckers just walked around the lady and kept on with their fucking life, with their day. Man, people was so cold. Like me, I couldn't see no little kid crying, his grandma get hit by a fucking car and not stop and see if there's any way I could help. So the only way I could help is stay with him until the cops came, which were like right down the block. So they came quick. The fucking ambulance came quick and they took Lil Man, took his grandmother, and like maybe about 5-6 months after that, I seen the kid again with his grandma. She lived and they were, still walking. But it's the craziest shit. You'll see the illest shit in New York. 125th Street. I've seen 3 people get hit by cars. 2 of them died. The one with the motherfucking man over the car. The dude in the wheelchair comes to his aid while everybody else is just standing around watching like no big deal. So you never know who's going to come to your rescue in your time of need or your last breath or your dying day. So my advice to you is treat everybody good, because you never know what person you treat good is going to come and maybe help save your life one day. So this is Christ 17 and I'm just hitting you with another banger Harlem Hotel thing, you know what I'm saying, where it's dangerous. And please look both ways when you in a big city, because these cars, cabs, trucks, they don't give a fuck. Buses, you could even get ran over by the police. So yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. Christ 17, checking on out, player. Catch you on the motherfucking flip side.